Hey everybody, I'm Josh Olive with Haven Comics. It's Thursday night. That means it's time for the Haven Comics Quiz Show. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ask for notifications, beg for notifications so you know next time we're going to post something. And you can do all that while this lovely video plays that my friend Nick Ellis from Two Brothers Comics made for us. I hope you did all that homework that I just gave you because that was really important. But welcome to the show, everybody. Again, Josh Olive with Haven Comics. That would be the best comic book store on Slaughter Road, bar none. Can't be beat. And we are here we're going to have a good time tonight. I think we're probably going to have a better time tonight than we usually have. And I think that's because our co-host has undergone some transformation and is now a new and better person. So I would like to jump right in and introduce you to new and improved Jeremy.
What? I'm new and improved Jeremy. Wait. I like to think that I am a Jeremy from an alternate universe. That's what I'm going with.
You're not the 616 Jeremy. You're like Ultimate Jeremy.
We can do that. Ultimate Jeremy.
Yeah, I think we could go with that. You're Ultimate Jeremy. You are Earth 2 Jeremy if you're feeling DC-ish.
Yeah, we can do that.
How about that?
There we go. No wool, just Jeremy today.
No wool, just Jeremy. So you guys know Jeremy is a realtor, and sometimes realtors have things they have to do, like, I don't know, closing on houses. And in this case, he's kind of pulling double duty because Jeremy is closing on his own house.
Oh, new house.
I wonder if he's going to buy himself a pizza. What do you think?
I think so. I think he's buying himself a pizza right now. That's what we got to see next week is a picture of him with a pizza. And he's like, see?
I think that's the only fair thing to do. I think we should know if he in fact did get a pizza. And did he spring for one from Giordano's and have it flown down from Chicago? That's the other question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super expensive, but for pizza, like it's on those things where it's like a little bit like, oh, well, you're kind of doing too much. But if you could do it,
But it's this thick.
I know.
It takes an hour solid to bake, at least.
I know. I've had one. Because I'm from Indianapolis, so I went to Chicago one time. I was like, have to have this pizza, and it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint.
I will tell you, I always thought it was stupid when people refer to a pizza as a pizza pie. I was like, that's stupid. That's dumb. How? In what way does a pizza resemble a pie? In Chicago way, that's how it resembles a pie. It's a 4-inch thick pie full of. They're not toppings because they're not on the top, right? They're in the middle, full of pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, onions, peppers, whatever you want in there. And then they put another crust and cheese, lots of cheese. And then they put another crust on there and they put a little smear of sauce on the top. And I'm like, this, like the manufacturing process, like they didn't get the instructions for pizza right. They just got the ones in French and they're like,
well,
mais oui.
If that's wrong, I don't want to be right then, Josh. I don't want to be right.
Oh, I'm with you. It turned out like a happy accident. It turned into this beautiful thing. But I don't think we've ever discussed this. If you had to pick, and maybe it just varies by your mood, but like your last meal, your death row meal, and you have to pick between New York style, Detroit style, Chicago style, we can go with St. Louis thin crust, or like authentic Italian. What pizza are you going with?
I'm going with. My family is going to be very upset with me when I say this because my dad's whole side of the family still resides in St. Louis to this day. To this day. I'm going Chicago. I said it. I'm going Chicago because then that way, if it's my last meal, I'm going to have the itis. I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the thickest, but then I'm going to make it so that it's not necessarily like, I like a little bit of dough, like a little crunch, but a little bit of doughy kind of feel to
I
it.
like a little bit of chewiness to it too.
And then after that, have a meat lovers. Just go bananas. Not bananas on the pizza. That's something that like the Ninja Turtles would do. You know what I mean?
Now you say that though. When I lived in England, long time ago, this is 1985 to 1989. There was a commercial on TV for Domino's, which was a brand new thing in England. They didn't have any such thing, right? So it's this dude calling to order a pizza, and the guy on the other phone at Domino's answering the phone, and it's this back and forth, and they're all British peoples, and so this guy goes, "I want a tuna and banana pizza." He goes, "Tuna and banana," and he's like, "A tuna and banana pizza." And you're like, what in the world? Why would you do that? Tuna and banana on a pizza is wrong on so many levels. And you just got that too?
I did.
Yeah. For anybody who wants to know, we do have confirmation that Jeremy did, in fact, get a pizza.
See? So that's why we're not even going to wait till question number 7. That's why you need to go with Jeremy's realty group. You get pizza. You never can go wrong with pizza. If it's good enough for the Ninja Turtles, it's good enough for you. And they live in a sewer. And
if you fold it over, it's called a calzone. What a miracle. Oh. If you fold a sandwich over, it's still a sandwich. It's just a double decker. But a pizza changes names when you fold it over. How credible is that? Let's see who all we got in the chat with us tonight. Of course, starting things off, Tots, the one true Zachary.
What up?
Glad to have you aboard, Tots. We got Spider Girl 42 in the house, representing all superheroes. We appreciate that. Alan Breedlove with his Yo Joe, which I always appreciate. That makes me happy. Mike Wesolowski in the house, saying hello to the fellow Facebookers. Yes. Always good to see him.
I rock with the Facebookers. No love, no love lost against the YouTubers and the Twitchers too.
The Twitchers, yeah. You say YouTubers, I just picture a U-shaped potato. Yeah, it's probably not very funny. I'm sure our guest is going to appreciate that one. But yeah, happy quiz day. I think this should be like a national holiday, but every week. Oh, see, people are excited. Big Wool in the house.
I'm trying to do something, man. I'm just trying to dabble in a little bit of greatness. That's it.
Sup, Big Wool, and then all polyester here. Yep, real jobs getting in the way. So, yep. I know we're going to miss Jeremy tonight, but you back me up here and tell me if you think I'm wrong. I think we're really going to miss Prize Cam.
Oh, Prize. I miss Prize Cam already. Prize Cam, I miss you so much. I have a newfound respect for all that you do. Not that I didn't have a respect for you beforehand, but just setting up this, I had to find stuff. I had to use my girls' teddy bears. I don't know if you see this right back here. There are 2 teddy bears holding stuff up so that we can at least look presentable.
I just thought they were prizes.
Oh, if I gave away those, my life would be forfeit. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I love you guys to death. But if I give away those teddy bears, there would be no more Big Wool.
Mike says, hello, Jeremy 2.0.
That's right.
Indeed. Let's see who all else we got here. Lindsay says they are literally eating pizza right now. Mike weighs in and says he likes the Chicago. All right. Alan Breedlove says Terry's Pizza is the best. And I know for Alan, his deathbed, his death row meal, the last one he wants is a Sticky Fingers pizza from Terry's Pizza. I'm pretty sure that's what he would get. Have you ever had Terry's Pizza?
I think I've had it once. Maybe when I first came down here and I went to A&M, I think it was close to A&M, so I went there. I don't remember it. I don't think it was a bad pizza. I don't remember it. I think I had it, but
they closed for years.
That's why.
Then the Star Market people bought Terry's Pizza, like the recipes and everything. And then they opened up, and there's a Terry's Pizza is reopened. It's down here in South Huntsville, across the street from the old Grissom. And they still, my favorite thing about Terry's Pizza, other than the fact that it's good, is if you say, I want double cheese or I want extra cheese, they don't just like sprinkle a few more slivers of cheese on there. They take, this is how much cheese we put on a pizza. You ordered extra cheese, so I take that much cheese and put it on here again.
That is, oh my goodness.
It's artery clogging, glorious. You're like pulling the pizza apart and it's going like, no, I wish to stay together.
You know who we should ask what their favorite meal is? Let's bring on our guest, man. Let's see what his favorite pizza is. Or not favorite pizza.
Right. Let's do it. Let's bring him on. It is it's Doug. What's happening, Doug? You look like you're about to get clawed in the back of the head by Wolverine. Oh, or are you a starship captain? Because that was very Star Trek there. Oh no, the Klingons. Our shields are at 40%.
Yeah.
So with the Ninja Turtles hat on, is pizza your last meal?
Ooh, definitely used to, would have been. Might still be. I don't know.
It's your last meal. You're going to die anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
I would like to have a vegetable parfait.
In the list of top 3 foods, that's definitely in there.
All right.
Oh, Jay Thornton weighs in. His favorite pizza would be the rectangle pizza from the school cafeteria.
Hey, that pizza hit on something, like,
it did.
And then after that, especially if you had like I went to like the school where you had to pay the extra to get like it was like a quarter to get the extra slice, or whatever. Like definitely got that extra slice of pepperoni pizza. So.
And then 1990s Pizza Hut.
That's when it was good. Then after that, it
was so good back in the day.
It's still not bad.
I
think as you get older, your tastes change.
I just don't like the taste of grease.
Mine haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy is doing quality control. He's watching tonight.
All right. Well,
now I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous.
Now you got to watch what you say, man. See, I just wanted to be alternate universe, Jeremy. And somebody said that I was new and improved.
Where does it say that? It says Ultimate Jeremy.
Okay, well, rewind the tape. I'm straight snitching. Straight snitching.
Well, you know what happens to snitches.
Yeah, they sometimes get stitches. They sometimes require medical attention.
Every now and then they need medical attention.
Yes.
I just realized that we have got this overlay up here covering up your head. That's much better. You look like Mike Wazowski. I mean, that's a perfect hat for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you need it.
Well, Doug, who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? That
probably Leonardo.
Okay.
I know that's not a popular answer, but
I mean, you're the guest, man. So I mean, you're great.
You do have to back up your answer, though. Why Leonardo?
I don't know. Probably some combination of he's got 2 swords and he's the leader guy.
He's got 2 swords and he cannot lie.
See, I don't know. I always was a Donatello guy. So no matter what, like, and I could respect. Not Raphael. No, not Leonardo. Raphael was my guy too. If I couldn't be Donatello, definitely was Raphael.
If I had to pick one, it would be Donatello.
Definitely.
Yeah, I definitely like Donatello. I mean, being the techie inventor type that he is, definitely resonates with me. Or the nerdy type, I guess, is more.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of nerds, we haven't done this business yet. Tell everybody a little bit about the origin story of Doug Punny and how did he get to be the nerd that he is today?
Oh my! You didn't tell me it was going to be an interview.
But you gotta introduce yourself. Tell folks what your creds are.
Yeah. So So I'm a transplant from the great country of Texas to Huntsville, Alabama, the enclave that is Huntsville. Grew up of course, grew up into all the geeky stuff. I like to say that I grew up on on Legos, the gateway drug into engineering. And so grew up wanting to be either an archaeologist, which I confused with paleontologist, dinosaurs, awesome.
Yeah, fair enough. They're both cool.
Yep. And an inventor. So I became an engineer here in Huntsville, Rocket City.
Where you don't do either of those things. I got it.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you though, as an archaeologist sort of guy. I heard of something today I had never heard of before called the Margate Shell Grotto. Have you ever heard of that?
I'm pretty sure I've heard of that phrase. It doesn't bring anything in particular to mind though.
In 1835, a dude fell through a hole into this massive man-made cave. This is in England. And he's wandering through it, and it's covered with all of these designs made out of seashells. And it's massive. I mean, it's just absolutely huge. And it's like, what is going on here? What is this place? And to this day, nobody knows. There's still arguments about whether this was just some rich dude's like folly, like he just threw money at a project and it didn't work out, so he closed the whole thing down, or if this is something like 2,500 years old from the Phoenicians. Because apparently there's a similar thing the Phoenicians did in Rome that has it's similar construction, similar motifs, but it was really interesting stuff. I'm like, this is crazy.
Sounds like one shell of a time. Dad jokes all day. I'm here with them. I'm here.
No,
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Oh, that is painful. Oh no, this is gonna be one of those nights, isn't it?
You loved it.
And you know what they say: a good pun is its own reward.
You see, we're gonna have a great time already.
Okay, ask him your question that we talked about beforehand.
Okay, so if you could have any mutant power, what would it be?
Oh god, that's really hard.
After you answer, I'll tell him the answer that I thought you would give.
Okay. I mean, to be able to fly, it would just be awesome.
All right. Well, Josh, tell him what you thought that you were going to say.
I thought that you would say, I would like to have a superpower, that I could make puns so hard that even my own eyes would roll up in the back of my head. Anybody with an earshot would be like, "Ah!"
I don't think such a thing is possible.
Never a bad pun.
That's like the old God making a stone too big or something.
Time manipulation all day. Pun. Wow. Yeah. That does sound exciting.
Things don't often turn out to be what we thought they would be as children.
Right. As an engineer, you're like, I shall build this stuff. In reality, you sit there behind a computer and calculate weirdness for hours and hours, and deal with Excel spreadsheets and PowerPoints, right?
Yeah. You've heard of pencil pushers. I was an electron pusher.
See, I just wanted to be like the fifth member of Boyz II Men group. That was my dream and aspiration as a kid.
Fair play. I would totally join you in Boyz II Men. We could go some Motown Philly all day, man.
I'm going to try to go to. They have a show with Bruno Mars, and I know this is not comic book related at all. Bruno Mars and Boyz II Men, like in Vegas. I was like,
that's got to be one heck of a show.
How can you go wrong with that? How can you
picture them out there doing Uptown Funk with him?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then they do the Motown Philly going into it. I'm just having my little moment. But
Bruno Mars could come out when they sing "Mama."
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So. Yeah, I'm digging it. So, important question for you, Ultimate Jeremy. Did you get access to the questions?
I did not.
What?
I did not.
I sent them to you.
I sent a message to you privately to try to tell you that I had not gotten the questions. However, we just went ahead and told you everybody publicly. I do not have questions right now.
Well, I'm trying to work on that. To talk amongst yourselves for a second while I work on that.
So, Doug, you showed some. Yep. Doug, you showed some.
This way.
Yeah, man. I was like, he's just gonna turn his back to me. The disrespect. So you showed. What other things do you like to do? You showed us some drawings earlier before we got on here.
Yeah.
Is that something that you do? And like, when did you start drawing?
I drew pretty much always when I was a kid, up into high school. Actually ran into old high school friend several years ago after we'd all graduated, and he was surprised that I didn't become the comic book artist that I used to tell everybody I was going to be. So I became an engineer instead. I've gotten back into it more recently.
Is there anything in particular, like, is your favorite thing to draw?
Kind of gotten into animals and a little bit of creature design. Ninja Turtles are always a kind of a go-to. Just general superheroes as well. I'm trying to get into some like nature stuff also.
Man, I always have a newfound. I always had a respect for people who could had that artistic gene, because me personally, I got a stick figure for you, and that's about it. That's all I got.
Hey, that's something.
So
I spent like the past 10 days basically drawing souped up stick figures in a figure drawing 10-day challenge workshop.
That sounds exciting. So Doug. Nope, I can't say it. Never mind. It hasn't been announced yet, but something is going to be happening on April 21st, the day before the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo, that you are going to be very interested in. It has not been announced yet, so I cannot say yet. I will announce it as soon as I can. I just almost let a cat out of the bag, and that would have been bad news. That would have been very bad form.
Cats should stay in bags.
They should.
Do they like the bags?
The cats love bags. I mean, you put a bag on the floor, the cat will go get in it.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay. All right.
I also wanted to rep some Jeremy stuff today.
You got him, Wyatt? Excellent. Now we can start with it. We can start in on the questions, because we got questions. We are here with a trivia show.
Yes.
And we would like to give a big shout out to Owen, the man who puts these questions together, because that's a tough job, and he does a fantastic,
absolutely,
a fantastic job with that. Thank you, thank you for the reminder, Nick. Appreciate that, brother. But let's get into the Haven Comics Quiz Show. Does that sound exciting to you?
It does.
Right. Well, we normally start with the first question, and before the first question, we do this.
And for the first prize, you guys kind of know how the game goes. So, we have Doug here, and he's going to try to get all the questions right? But in the likely situation where he doesn't, you guys want to be the first person to go ahead and get the answer right so that you can get the prizes. So, Doug, we wish you luck. We'll see what we can do here. But we got stickers. I'm gonna try to get them, try to work with something here, because I only got so many hands and so much stuff. So I'm gonna try to get the stickers. Wait.
Look at all those posters, man. That room is awesome.
Yes.
Look at those sticker packs.
Sticker packs. And Feely balls are number 2. We're going. All right, hold on. And then, so are you doing the first question or am I?
Is that your biggest fan?
Huh?
That is his biggest fan.
Awesome.
But yeah, you got the first question. You're odd numbers, I'm even numbers.
Sweet. So, in Stranger Things, what actress did Dustin say his girlfriend is hotter than?
See, that was. It's been a while since I've seen that episode. Got 80s actresses. Let's see. So probably wouldn't be like a Heather Locklear or.
Although, let's
Crawford, whatever her name is.
Heather Locklear. Wow. Had a big crush there growing up.
Oh, crud. The actress that played Princess Leia just slipped my mind. Her name. That's my guess.
Your guess is Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
It's a good guess.
It is.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
So,
my head is hung in shame.
It should be. It should absolutely be. It's terrible. What a horrible mistake. Let's see if we've got a right answer over here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Tots. Trust Tots.
Yes.
Phoebe Cates.
So Phoebe was in Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah. And then Gremlins.
The scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
And then Gremlins 2, Drop Dead Fred. But then she quit acting in the mid-1990s. Yeah. So then there's a cutout in Stranger Things where he's kind of being like, yeah, she's hotter than this. So that's what we got for question number 1. You know what I realized?
What's that?
I don't have a Ghost Rider to have a scene where he's just chilling or doing something.
No.
I'm sad.
I mean, that's one of the drawbacks of not having Canadian prize camp. Canadian prize camp is far superior to all other prize camps.
Prize camp, we miss you. Take a moment of silence. Okay. There we go. All right.
It's true. So what's our prize for question number 2?
You got some balls. I don't know if you could hear me. We got some balls.
Gelatinous feely things. There might be a Ghost Rider in there. We don't know. They might all 3 be Ghost Rider. Who knows?
It could be just balls. I just like saying it.
Yeah, we know she's not dead. We just miss her because she's not on right now.
Mm-hmm.
We love Prize Camp. Prize Camp makes us very happy. She does such a good job. And also the surprise little storylines with Ghost Rider where that little doofy looking thing is taking on a life of its own is hilarious. All right. So question number 2 for the gelatinous feely things. The question is, and I'm sure you're going to get this. I'm confident you know this one. What is the name of the cult that Indiana Jones battles in Temple of Doom?
Oh, crud. No, I don't know.
That is not
I'm just going to say Kali Ma, but...
Think through this. Come on, man. Don't just shout stuff out. You got to give us your thought process.
I don't have much to pull on. That's...
He says Kali Ma a lot. Kali Ma.
Yeah, that's
Kali Ma.
That's all I've got to pull from.
Oh, Nam Shabai, oh, Nam Shabai, oh, Nam Shabai. Yep.
So it's not that either.
No. Sadly, it is not.
Let's see if I can make something up.
This is my favorite answer so far. That's hilarious. But sadly, the correct answer is the Tuggy. You remember now?
Nope.
The Tuggy cult died out long ago. Yeah.
There
you go. In the dinner scene, they talk
their
about
diapers, though, are top
the
notch.
Tuggy. Well, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Wrong shirt. It's the Dougie. I'm not really a dancer either, but
it's okay. Break it down.
No, I'm not really.
It's not unusual to be
loved by anyone.
Oh,
Doug, that's why you and I we match already. There we go.
I like your dancing there, Doug. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
All credit goes
All right,
to Carlton.
so Tots also got that one. So are you keeping track of who's won what so far? By the way,
I don't have a pencil, but I can get one. Just 1 second. Yeah.
You must keep
all the things that we just don't know of that Prize Cam does. I'm going to use my handy dandy Two Brothers Comics top 10 list.
Oh, I was going to handy dandy notebook. Sorry.
Paper. So I go stickers.
I got it. Yeah, here we go. I found a
Tots. GFTs, not to be confused with NFTs. Also Tots. Because that's just cool. That is just cool. All right. So far, Doug. Yeah, what's up with that?
Man, don't worry. He's going to turn it around, man. Like,
turn the beat around. Wow, he's so literal when he wants to be.
always.
All right. So what's our prize for question number 3, sir? And before we get to that, I would just like to point out that question number 3 is sponsored by our awesome friends at That's my favorite video out of all of them.
That's us. That's us. That's the Blurred Syndicate.
That's you. Quick, tell people about Blurred Syndicate, just in case they haven't heard before.
Blurred Syndicate is just a group of nerds, blurs, and everybody in between that just like to talk. So we do conversations about different things. The next episode we're going to do is actually going to be live streamed. We're going to give our what we think is going to happen or like our anticipation of the new Batman movie that comes out next week.
Yes.
So in honor of the real Jeremy not being here, we have to always talk about how Batman just likes beating up on poor people. So like him and my girl Natalie, they had a debate. I wore a wig and I was the judge. And you
mean like one of those powdered wigs, like a British judge?
Yes, I think it's somewhere around here.
Why did you even have that?
I went and bought it just for that. we have these things called comic courts. So one of the times I just got one of the powder wigs. I just found it at Party City. The next time I'm gonna get a Judge Dredd helmet. I'm gonna be every kind of judge that I can find in comics, so that we can be able to have just arguments and discussions about it. But Natalie's point of view was that, hey, he does what he can, but he's also emotionally scarred, so you can't hold him to the same standards. And Jeremy was like, no, he just likes beating up on people. He should get help.
Instead of the dude abides, Big Wool presides. I love it. I love it. Well, you need a shirt with that.
I'm gonna get one, and we also
you
have
can
shirts.
Make that powdered wig look like a Big Wool.
We also have shirts too. And so also, because I love you guys here, so there is a Haven comic code. So you go just type in Haven as a promotional code and you guys get 10% off. So you go to theblurredsyndicate.com.
How awesome is that?
Because I love
that's
you guys.
Awesome.
So
that's amazing.
But the prize today.
Oh, heck yes.
So on the Blurred Syndicate, we say that we want you to, smash the follow button so that it be like the Hulk, smash the follow button, and we're going to love you 3,000. So make sure you guys do that, but you get to play for a Hulk poster.
Is he smashing the follow button?
He is.
Because it looks like if I didn't know that, I would think he was just smashing Green Lantern.
He's just smashing anything. He's unlike Batman, he has no bias. He just smashes whoever's in front of him.
Equal opportunity smasher.
Equal opportunity smasher.
I appreciate it. I'm going to play this video again just because I love it. Great.
I've been getting so much trouble talking about Batman like this. Nat does not play about her Batman, nor does she play about her Star Trek. So, but Batman is a good guy. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking to it.
I agree. So, what is our question that Doug can win this amazing prize?
Despite being born in America, what real-world African country did the X-Men Storm grow up in after her parents moved there when she was an infant?
Oh, crud. This one I actually do know, if I can remember it. I'm going to say Nigeria, but that feels wrong.
Don't be so Coptic.
Come on.
What? That doesn't sound right.
I'm Xaviering the answer to you right now. Come on.
I didn't think it was Egypt. But that's your clue.
So final answer?
Oh, no. She did grow up in Cairo, didn't she?
So final answer?
Cairo, Egypt. Or Egypt is the country.
All right, there we go. We got it. Willed us there. Like, I wouldn't shave.
Got on the board.
Yeah, we
got on the board.
Down.
I'm actually totally fine if I don't get any questions right. This is just fun.
No, man,
I did it with a pretty sly clue. I thought a little, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
You were on the board. I did completely miss me. So, but it's all right though. Anyway, so Storm.
I'm surprised I didn't get any grief in the comments for that, but so far so good.
Yeah, so Storm's mother was a descendant from a tribal witch priestess in Kenya who married an American journalist. Then they moved to New York to start a life, and soon after that, Storm was born. Then they moved back to Egypt, where her parents were killed, and grew up as an orphan on the streets. You see, she didn't.
That's a backstory they came up with later, just by how complex that is. Right? It's like, what the heck is going on there? She's from this lineage of this guy and this person who went here and then did this thing and then went there and then they died.
Claremont just needs threads to fray so he can grab a hold and do whatever in the world he wants.
All I'm saying is her parents died. She didn't start beating up on poor people.
Well, they weren't murdered. They just died.
They were killed.
They were right in front of her.
Tomato.
for like the pearls off of a necklace outside of a theater where she just got amped up on Zorro or Deflator Mouse.
I thought it was the gray something or other, the gray Phantom.
It all depends. Yeah. It depends on which iteration of the character we're talking about. But he got it right, so we're excited for you, Doug. Good job, bud.
He is on there.
Yay! I'm not a loser.
You are not.
Never that.
Our next prize, and I think you're going to dig this, Doug, is a $20 voucher for CBCP Comics to get a comic book cleaned and pressed so that you can send off to CGC or CBCS and get that sucker graded. So if you've got a comic, you're like, I really should get this graded. You can get it cleaned and pressed if you win this prize first from our friends. Speaking of which, I got to tell you guys.
Lay it on us. Jay
from CBCP took a Daredevil comic. I think it was issue 195, maybe. What the issue is doesn't matter. It was graded already at a 7.0. He cracked it out of the slab, cleaned it and pressed it, and sent it back, and it came back at 9.0.
That man's got skills.
Crazy.
That's some skills. Yeah, that is some skills. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive. I'm so impressed. So yeah, there is that. That's very important. So let's see what we got here for this question. You can win this awesome prize. Question number 4. If you don't know this one, I also don't know this, but I think you'll probably be very upset. What was the first dinosaur to be discovered?
Oh, crud. Iguanodon's the only thing that's coming to mind, but I'm just going to say that. I'm unsure about it, but
Iguanodon?
Yep.
You really? Come on, man. You gotta. Is that really a dinosaur though?
It is.
Okay, I thought you were just making up a dinosaur.
No, that's.
I know it came from Jurassic
They had like
Park.
a big party, and that was the one on display, and it just looks like a big, like toad.
Iguanodons feature heavily in the dinosaur attraction at Disney's Animal Kingdom. As a matter of fact, I think you're going back in time to try to save the Iguanodon before the meteor hits. Although, and part of the whole deal with the ride is like the meteor's coming in while you're doing it. So it's all, if you have a time machine and can travel back in time, why don't you go back a few days earlier? Like the whole ride, the whole concept of the ride is flawed. It's still fun. It's really bad on my knees because my knees are like pressed into the back of the seat in front of me, and it's like you're bouncing around like crazy. But other than the knee pain, it is fun. Let's see what we got, because I know we had a correct answer. Trilobite is a good one. I would have thought of that, but I don't think a trilobite is technically considered a dinosaur.
Nope,
right out of the gate, we do have, and
is it Tots?
It is.
Tots, you are cleaning up, bro.
Megalosaurus. Megalosaurus, which let's see, discovered a jawbone in 1676 in Oxford, England. In 1824, the famed paleontologist William Buckland finally named that dinosaur Megalosaurus, which was a large meat eater that stood up to 9 meters tall. Holy cow, just about 30 feet, and weighed about a ton, which 2,000 pounds for being 30 feet tall is actually pretty svelte, I'm just going to say.
I mean, he's kind of fit. Maybe he was doing CrossFit dinosaurs.
That's probably what it was. CrossFit. He was like, okay, today we're doing weights, but he never did arm day. He always skipped arm day.
He skipped arm days. That's what got
him. Like, oh no!
Hey, I just always remember like Meet the Robinsons where they gave the bull hat to the T-Rex. And then he was like, get him. And then after that, he's just like, I have a big head and little arms. So
that was a really under appreciated movie. I really liked that. That was a good movie.
I loved it.
Have you seen Meet the Robinsons, Doug?
I don't believe so. No.
You should. It was very good. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Comics and Death Metal in the house. Is Brona on vacation? That is an excellent question. Brona's just eating pizza.
Nope. I've taken over. I'm the same Jeremy. Pizza. I just had an allergic reaction and I went on a tangent.
I had an allergic reaction. And now I'm so much cooler.
Up for debate, but you know, I mean, definitely I'm either that or an alternate universe, different one. So Doug, what's your favorite Jurassic Park movie? Or what's your favorite dinosaur movie?
Or just what's your favorite dinosaur? All of the above.
I'm partial to hadrosaurs, just in general. The duck-billed dinosaurs. I guess I'm going to go with Jurassic Park, the first one, though Jurassic World definitely surprised me. Those are solid movies. But pretty much every time I go back and watch the original Jurassic Park,
it holds up, doesn't it?
I am impressed.
Yeah, it still holds up. And there's something about the score. When you first when that scene opens up over that field and you've got that sweeping music and then here they come and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And you felt what those characters were feeling when they stepped into this world and saw this amazing thing. No,
definitely injects the awe.
So, you know, they have Dominion coming this summer. Are you guys excited about that?
Yes.
I haven't seen the most recent Jurassic movie. I guess I saw Jurassic World, but I haven't seen any of the ones since.
Well, they are doing a very good job with the follow-on so far.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Dominion is like they get loose and they are taking the world back over, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much around your neighborhood. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you got deer in your backyard? Imagine seeing like a raptor just chilling out there.
I guess I'm not going outside today.
Not catching me because, whew. So
I'm parking in the garage from now on.
Exactly. Can you imagine going home and be like, baby, I hit a Triceratops on the way home and got the car totaled. So
yeah, Triceratops would total your car for sure because those things are massive.
Yeah, yes.
I love a Triceratops. They're cool. I totally dig them. Tots is excited about Dominion.
There you go.
People agreeing it holds up strong. Yeah, and the effects, yep, absolutely. The effects hold up, which is impressive. You go back and look at effects from earlier movies, and you're like, I remember this was so good, and it looks so cheesy now. But it was the high end of special effects back in the day, right?
Yeah, Spielberg was not playing around, man. And then I always loved it when the little girl got sneezed on and had all the snot all over her.
Oh yeah.
Just always made me laugh. You know what I mean? She was just like, I hate this place. Let me go. Even though she
nothing
didn't
like Brontosaurus snot.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess Brontosaurus is not the correct term anymore. It's what, a Patasaurus?
Bro, it's still gonna be a Brontosaurus to me.
I think there's been Brontosaurus has somehow come back in of recent.
Is this somehow like Pluto? It's a planet. It's not a planet. It's a planet. Is it like that?
You know what? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely the head swap story on the skeleton specimens. But I really don't know. I need to. I heard something on a podcast a couple of years ago. I thought about the whole Brontosaurus thing coming back up.
Got it. Well, question number 5, you can't answer. This is strictly for the audience, and that is how. Yeah. Oh, he got the flag.
Prize Cam, even though she wasn't here today, she came through in the clutch. The flag.
So nice.
Kudos.
Look at that. Prize Cam bringing it home. So our prize, if you've got one handy you want to show off, is a $25 gift card to Haven Comics, courtesy of Jeremy Bernard Realty. And that is most excellent prize. As Jeremy always likes to say, you can buy all of your hopes and dreams at Haven Comics if that costs less than $25. Or exactly $25. So if your hopes and dreams are on a very modest level,
I say like 23, 80, 81, something like that.
Something like that's good. Your hopes and dreams very reasonable.
Yeah, it got to be modest.
Or you can do like Comics and Death Metal and just save up like 200 of those things. That dude was like raking in on these Canadian questions for the longest time. You're like, oh my gosh, man. Ryan, he walks in the store and I'm like, dude, we're going to have a good day. And he just like hands those over. I'm like, man.
He's having a good day.
He is having a good day. Oh, there we go. Prize Cam pops up with a little bit of yay Canada.
Nice. Yeah.
Look at that.
Josh, I have a question. Do you know how to pronounce this this territory?
That's a good question because I haven't seen these questions yet.
Oh.
No, I do not know how to pronounce that territory, but I can't wait to hear you try.
All right.
So, Doug, you don't get to answer this one, which pretty much guarantees you're going to know the answer. So just hold it tight. Don't shout it out. Oh, Lindsay's giving us a pronunciation guide here.
Nunavut. All right. I always hated.
It's almost like Nineveh from the Bible, but not.
So what do you say it, and then I'll say it after you.
She just said Nunavut.
Nunavut. I said like you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, what unique shape are the license plates in the Canadian territory, Nunavut?
Oh, wow. He provided a picture of this, which is super cool. I wish I knew how to share my screen. I would show you guys. That's not a unique shape. They're all rectangular. Unique.
It's a quadrilateral.
It's a unique shape.
It's a unique shape. If more of an outline.
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything that you would find in a geometry class.
Unless you're in...
No parallelograms.
That's very sad.
No hexagons. What shape? What shape? Think Canada, the frozen north, maple trees.
We had a question.
Syrup.
We had a question about this like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
We did.
And how it's yeah.
Why people don't lock their doors.
Yeah. Yep. And his cousin was in the news because in California. He's got a big cousin that's in the news.
So give us a unique shape, Doug. Because we have a correct answer already in the chat, but I'm just seeing if you can figure this one out.
Okay, not in math class, geometry class. Let's see.
Unless you took a very different class than I did, which may be.
Okay. I'm going to go with it's shaped like a moose.
Close.
That would have been my guess too.
An elk.
Unfortunately,
caribou.
Once again, and this is getting frustrating.
Tots.
But this time he did it under his Facebook persona.
All right. Well, polar bear is definitely the correct answer. His cousin is 500 pounds in California, wreaking havoc. Apparently, he's no longer afraid of humans. So he's broken into about 24 homes in California, and So
he figured out that people keep a lot of tasty stuff inside these houses.
Of course.
Is this the rotund bear?
Dude, I want to get in there and eat me some, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Rather than
what's in this box? Hamburger. Awesome.
Rather than being a Ghostbuster, he's a man buster because he's not afraid of no man. So.
Bad situation. Don't feed wild animals, people. Bad move.
He is.
Well, I don't think people are feeding him so much as he decided that this was a pretty handy
He's heard
deal.
about it from all his buddies.
He was like,
"Oh, that's true. That's true."
He's like, "I'm gonna take what I want. Who's gonna stop me? I'm 500 pounds. I haven't clipped my fingernails in so long. What's up?"
Hey, we were just talking about velociraptors hanging around outside your house. Yeah. Oh, you open the front door and there's a 500-pound grizzly going, "Oh, hi. I'm here to tell you about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Did you know
Would you like some literature?
Did you know about your car's extended warranty program?"
Oh, no.
That's
when a polar bear starts selling extended warranties, it's time to get out.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm done.
It was bad enough when they were eating things.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylisa sets us straight. That bear was exonerated by DNA test, so it's not one bear; it's a bear and all his buddies.
Oh, so there's a gang of bears.
It's a bear gang.
There's a bear.
It's a bear gang breaking and entering and eating people's food and scaring their cats.
The boo-boos.
The boo-boos. Look at this picnic basket. Boo.
Hey.
The boo-boos. Yeah, the bad news bears. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, goodness.
Apparently, Hank the Tank is his name.
Yes, Hank the Tank. They were like, they are trying to find him to euthanize him, but apparently there's a whole gang of them. So they're just They're just running down the street.
I hope they're wearing the right colors. That's California, man. I mean, the Bloods and the Crips. I mean,
listen, I don't think either one of the Bloods or the Crips are messing with the Bears right now. The Boo-Boos.
The Boo-Boos. I totally dig it. You best get out your Band-Aids because here comes the Boo-Boos. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, holy cow. That made me laugh. That's good stuff.
There we go.
That's good stuff. I dig it. All right. So the audience got their shot, which means we're back to questions that you can answer. How exciting is that? Are you excited by that? You're excited by that?
Doug, I got a question for you.
All right, lay it on me.
Do you like anime?
I don't have a lot of exposure to anime, but I have seen some that I do enjoy.
Killing me, Smalls. All right. Well, prize number 6 is Dragon Ball Super Volumes 1 and 2.
Oh.
Is that anime or manga?
Anime.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
Yes.
Is it floppy or hard? Don't read too much into that.
I was going to stop because I was going to get in trouble because it's a PG show.
Were you going to stop, collaborate, and listen?
Yes. So, question. No, this is your question. It's your question.
That's right. Question number 6. For the anime, not the Animaniacs. Don't be confused. In E.T., which of Elliot's toys does E.T. use to make a communicator?
Crud. The speaking spell.
Hey, there we go.
Look at you.
I was like, it's not Etch-a-Sketch. It's not Etch-a-Sketch. It's not Etch-a-Sketch.
There we go.
But you are correct. You hit the nail on the head. Look at you. That's what you got 2 right, 3, something like that. You've got multiple questions right. That's amazing.
Dose. We're doing
good job.
You did something well. Good job.
You did something right. There you go. It does look like he's eating your head. Like he's going, and your head is in his mouth. That's kind of what that looks like.
The evening is young. I don't know what his appetite is tonight.
Hey,
just slowly over the course of the night, you pull it down further and further until he's like, ah.
You know what? I have a shirt that I just made. It's rather than straight out of Compton, it's straight out the sewers, and it has the Ninja Turtles at the bottom. I think you really enjoy that shirt.
Straight out the sewers. Nice. I dig that. I dig it. Let's see. What have we got here? Anybody got any? So if you don't want the DVDs, I think she's willing to trade you for a dinosaur lunchbox that she will
Christine,
make you.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, Christine, it sounds like a deal.
All right.
DVDs your way.
Look at that. You guys are awesome. All right. So question number 7, as we all know, is brought to us by the Pizza Man. Because he sponsors this show and he does a lot of good stuff, including selling houses. And if you need a house or you need to sell your house, you should call Jeremy because he's going to do the absolute best he can for you. And if you need to jot down his information, here you go. That wasn't the one that had all his information.
Play
that
the
was
other
just
one.
A little video.
Yeah, let's
roll that beautiful Brona footage.
I think he's got. I think it's in the banners. Maybe that's where it is. Let me see. Nope, I don't see it. I don't know where it is. Well, that just makes me sad because I know he made something.
Well, you can always go to Jeremy Bernard Realty, Keller Williams in Madison on Facebook, and he definitely takes care of you. I'm living proof of it Because without this, you know what I mean? I'd have a corner. I was in the corner. I'm not gonna lie to you in the room, but now I got a whole room to put all my stuff up. I just got a new Ninja Turtles poster in the back. You can't really see it, but that's because I have that opportunity to do it. And Jeremy's a pretty awesome guy. He's selling.
Have you got your pizza? Have you gotten your pizza yet?
I got a pizza. Yeah, I got a pizza. So
all right. Well played.
He looks out for you, gets you pizza and everything.
Every week.
Not every week. Not every week. That is not in there. Don't worry. Jeremy.
He goes to the grocery store and buys you like all of their little Totino's pizzas.
If that was the case, if he was like, I'm buying you pizza every week, he'd be so disgruntled about it. I would literally throw pizza at your door and just be like, here, take it. I'm done. All right.
He just brings a single bagel bite.
There you go. Baked fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Can you picture throwing a pizza at somebody's front door and that just hits and slowly slides down the door?
And then Jeremy's like, I got your extra cheese right there.
I put some extra sauce on it too.
So this is my question.
Awesome. Yes, sir.
Question. And I think in honor of Black History Month, what fictional town/state does the series Black Lightning take place? While you're thinking about it, the first season was pretty good. The second season, here's the thing I have. We talked about this on the Blurred Syndicate too. The CW has like really good ideas sometimes, and then after that, they just mess it up they oversaturate it with drama. So like Arrow was really, really good. And then after that, it wasn't good because then after that, they were pushing like relationships rather than him, being a cooler Batman. But I just do that to mess with Natalie because she's watching too. And I'm going to hear a bunch of mess for it. So yeah, CW, they had it on there. He had a pretty good, and Ben was Black Lightning last year. So it was pretty cool.
Are you a fan of the CW shows, Doug?
I am. I have not made it to Black Lightning yet in my watch throughs.
I am trying very hard. Fingers crossed that we'll be able to make this happen. But I'm trying very hard to get Tony Isabella, the creator of Black Lightning, to come on this quiz show here in a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah. Most of the rest are like, all that I've seen are top notch of those shows.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. He also created Misty Knight from Heroes for Hire.
Mm-hmm.
And he's created several other characters too. But Black Lightning is definitely the big one. I'm working hard. I'm trying to get him to come on.
Well, I will definitely. I'll be there to welcome him to the Blurred Syndicate and Haven and all that good stuff.
For sure.
Doug, you got an answer for us, bud?
This is just completely
out. It's a physical location.
Out of the air. I'm gonna say Lake City,
Florida.
What?
Lake City, Florida.
I have no idea.
It's where we always stop on our way down to Disney World if we leave too late in the afternoon.
I was just thinking, what would you name like a fictional city near the Great Lakes?
What? Oh, the Great Lakes.
Sounds like I'm wrong now.
You are.
It's a good guess, though.
I will say, so far, I have not seen a correct answer.
Uh-oh.
We've got a Silver City. Yeah, just to clarify, Owen says the town is fictional, but the state is real.
Yes. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys what you guys were playing for. So
maybe this will make them come up with the right answer.
Thor Reborn.
Excellent. That's a good trade. That's the Ultimate Thor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Ultimate Thor. For anybody who hasn't read the Ultimates or gone back, Ultimate Thor was pretty cool because he was totally this Norwegian kind of hippy dippy dude. He's like hanging out in the back of a truck making a storm while he's drinking beer, like making a storm rain on the crops and stuff while he's drinking beer. He's just totally laid back until somebody's like, it's time to go whoop some people who are doing bad stuff. And he's like, okay. And then he goes and he cracks some heads. And he's like, I think I would like another beer. How about you guys?
Sounds about right.
Ultimate Thor was great. Yeah, even Owen liked him. Let's see. Have we seen anything correct? I have not seen a correct answer.
Oh. So is that going to be
I think that's going to be I think we call it. We don't have a right answer on this one tonight. That doesn't normally happen. Y'all remember this for when we have Tony Isabella on.
You're like, hey, get this right.
It's Freeland, Georgia. We had a couple of free towns, which is close, but Freeland, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of symbolism in that name, and I dig it. So yeah, that shocker. Nobody got this one right tonight. That's the curse of Jeremy Bernal. He's haunting the show.
All right.
Scary.
That's actually not a bad deal, Owen. I kind of, yeah. If nobody else answers it, Owen should get to keep the prize.
Now the questions are going to come extremely hard.
All the questions become really hard all of a sudden. Like, I don't know. How close did Professor X clip his fingernails on July 2nd, 1964? Oh, wow. Too close? I don't know. That's rough.
You got to be quick with that answer.
Yeah, no doubt. The Pete Rose of Quizmaster. Banned for life. Wow. All right, so what's our prize for question number 8?
Our prize for question number 8 is a print from Anthony Holgren.
Oh, yeah, these are those prizes that donated by Mike Wesolowski, who is a huge patron of the arts. Y'all have no idea. The man, he is a patron to a lot of artists, and it's amazing. And who is that character we're looking at? Is that Red Sonja, or who is that?
I believe so.
Excellent. Excellent.
This wonderful print can be yours. If.
Oh, we got a nice Russian bot saying yum today. Thank you, Kaylisa, for making him go away. Really not in the mood for Russian bots ever, but today especially. Question number 8. In the MCU films, what is the name of Tony Stark's daughter? And you have to give the first name, not the last name. What is Tony Stark's daughter's name?
It's not Penny.
No, he would never name a kid anything less than $2.
She'll love you 3000.
That's true.
I don't have any strong leanings here. I'm going to go with Veronica.
Interesting. I'm just glad to report that that's not correct. But I'm glad to report that someone else got this correct before Tots. Just barely, but before Tots. And that person is the prize camp.
Hey!
Look at that.
Nice.
Staying in the house.
Excellent. Yeah, Morgan. And as Owen points out, in the first movie, after he gets rescued and they ask him, what does he want? He says he wants an American cheeseburger. And in Avengers Endgame at the end, Happy Hogan is sitting there with Morgan after Tony Stark's death. And he says, what do you want? And she says, cheeseburgers. Nice little
tie-in.
Full circle. So that's pretty cool.
Doug, what's your favorite MCU movie?
There's only one right answer here, Doug.
Don't let him tell you that. There are multiple right answers in this situation.
There's only one for me.
I mean, Endgame was amazing, but probably only because of all the setup. I mean, Civil War is pretty cool.
Of course.
Obviously, Thor: The Dark World was the best. The best.
Josh, what since you built it up so, what is your favorite one?
My personal favorite, Captain America: The First Avenger, is an absolutely pitch perfect movie, and it's especially gratifying because when they cast Chris Evans, I was like, no. The smart aleck from Fantastic Four, the nerd smart aleck from The Losers. This guy plays like jocks and smart alecks. That's what he does. That's not Captain America. No, this is wrong. And then he absolutely proved me wrong because he did the thing that a lot of times in movies they have a hard time doing. He got Steve Rogers. He understood Steve Rogers, and he perfectly, beautifully portrayed the earnestness of Steve Rogers. Absolutely no two ways about it. That movie was perfect. The origin was perfect. The way the story was told was perfect. The transformation was perfect. From there on out, even the way that they had him punching a fictional Hitler in the show that they were putting on for the USO was awesome. I dug everything about, down to the helmet that he swiped from the show that had the letter A on it. Mm-hmm. Just everything about it I loved, and it was a phenomenal movie. So for me, that by far was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, they
what about you?
Well.
See, it's either the Winter Soldier or Infinity War, because I thought they did a little bit too much fan service on like the last one, Endgame. You know what I mean? Because I would have just liked to see like the last 40 minutes for like 3 hours if we were going to have to do that. You know, because to me it just felt like but I really liked probably so like the Winter Soldier, just because it became something. It changed the superhero genre. Don't you gonna get her in trouble? We're not gonna have prize cam next week.
She clearly has a type because Jeremy kind of resembles him.
Listen, we got to take that off. We're not gonna have prize cam next week, man. And this is hard work, so we need prize
you think
cam.
Jeremy could take her? Are you kidding me?
No. I'm just saying we're trying to happy wife, happy life, but we're not trying to start. You're instigating right there, man. You can't do that. But Winter Soldier though, definitely, because it changed the dynamic of what a superhero movie was going to be. Oh, that does sting.
That would ruin it. That would be irritating. I have to say, one of the things I found interesting with the Captain America movies after the first one was that they were more team movies than individual Cap stories, right? They both were team movies. It was a buddy movie, and it was him and a team of people, more so than just Cap, which I thought was interesting because the other characters, they don't do that so much. But no, I thought that one was Captain America by far, the First Avenger, my favorite of the bunch. Winter Soldier, you liked, and that was what you said too, right, Doug?
Civil War.
Civil War. Or that's what same thing. I just said Winter Soldier because he's in Civil War. But yeah, got you.
Well, after like essentially after their origin stories, they all end up having like intermingling. You know what I mean? If you look at Iron Man 2, because then after that's when you get War Machine and you get Black Widow. Like after that point, there's not unless it's like an origin story, like I think I guess Black Panther. You know what I
Black
mean?
Panther was a good example. Yeah.
That and short of that, like all of them then ended up like after the sequel, they have everybody in them because like I think they just want to encompass everybody in the MCU. But you know, sometimes you just got to go it by yourself. So I get what you're saying, Josh. I think sometimes they just got to go ahead and. I hope they just don't do just alternate universes going forward in all their movies. That's the one thing I'm worried about.
No, I don't think they will. They just have to have this transitional time as a setup.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also, I think, using it to bring in Fantastic Four and X-Men, which is a clever way of doing that. Although I would prefer that they just like give a little nod to those properties as they have existed and then start from scratch with them because I don't want to see the Fox properties continue in the MCU. I don't want to see, especially the Fantastic Four. Those were atrocious. And the X-Men was good when it first came out, but then it doesn't hold a candle to anything in the MCU. I would just as soon see totally fresh takes on all those characters.
I feel you.
Personally.
Well, there it is.
No doubt about that. I thought Wakanda was beautifully done.
Yeah.
I loved the city there in Wakanda and how it was totally a modern city, but it also looked like something that was kind of organic and had grown up. And I like that they did it, without the colonizer influence, right? So how would it have originated had it gone about on its own? I thought that was really well done. And it was such a background thing. They never focused on it. You just saw it, right? As they're flying in or whatever. I thought it was really well done.
Yep.
That made me happy. Yeah, I'm with you, Alan. First Class was pretty good, but that's crazy. So all right.
I just didn't like the fact that they killed what's his face? The one that could adapt. Darwin was his name, maybe?
Darwin, yeah.
Like if he can adapt to everything, why did he die from an energy? Swallowing energy. I figured.
Right. Because he died so fast he didn't have time to evolve.
Oh.
That's what it was.
So he should have just swallowed a little bit harder, just like held it there for a second.
That's what he should have done. Yeah, he'd be like, okay, now I'm good.
There we go.
Yeah, I agree. When it first came out, X-Men was good. It just didn't hold up for very long. It just didn't hold up for me.
All right, I got
Blue Hellion in the house from Nebraska.
What up? I lived in Nebraska for a little bit. I lived in
Wow, how was it?
It was Nebraska. There was a lot of corn.
Did you say porn?
Corn.
I was like,
corn.
what the heck? I thought you were disparaging Nebraska, and I thought that was weird. That's not like you.
Corn, not porn. This is a PG show, man. Come on.
Agreed. That's why I was like, what did you just say? Are the winters
let's bring
hard
more attention to it.
Right. Are the winters hard in Nebraska? Do they get a lot of the cold and snow and stuff? I don't.
Yeah, we get snow. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we definitely got snow. Like I lived there when I was like kindergarten, first, second grade, and so yeah, they're definitely tornadoes too. So
they get all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! And red tide. We'll get you some red tide too while we're at it. Why not? We can have it all. So this is question 9, which is.
This is from our boy TP, Tom Price. A Civil
War.
That's
the one he did on the drink and draw a couple weeks back. That's gorgeous. He was just cranking out awesome covers. And that's from Cairo. From Egypt. Look at Storm. I always loved her headdress. It's one of those things like in reality that's not very practical, I don't think, but it sure does look cool.
She hides like tools and stuff in her little tiara thing.
It's her utility belt.
Listen, she got to get that hair out of her face, man. It's in the way. He's flying. She got to keep something there.
That makes sense to me. I dig that.
She's like, if I have to do it, I might as well make it stylish too. It's kind of like when I used to wear headbands all the time. Now,
what happened to that? You have
I moved, Josh, and everything is just everywhere. These headbands, I literally had a bunch of headbands, and Ben is trying to grow his hair out, so he likes to take them as well. I don't know where my headbands are.
Mm.
Well, I think you just answered that question.
Yeah, that and the moving. They're in boxes or with Ben. One of the two B's. The boxes are Ben.
One of those you can do something about.
The boxes.
The other one is incorrigible.
Yeah, it's just like, Dad, but I just want to have something like you. And then after that, you're like, take it.
Yep. You're like, you rat. That's the one thing you could have said that would make me okay with this.
Exactly.
Curses, foiled again.
They know those buttons.
Of course they do. Yeah.
Sometimes they work.
So what's question number 9? What does he have to answer right to win this awesome prize?
All right, number 9. Which real life NASA probe did Mark Watney hack in The Martian?
The polar orbiter.
It was a NASA probe.
Wait.
It was in The Martian.
Yeah.
And it's a real life thing. You've seen it.
Yeah, the name is escaping me.
They got a car named it too.
Something. What?
That's a good point. Now that you say that.
Crud. If you hadn't asked me, I would know it. Oh, wait.
Were you going to say
Ask
this?
the question again.
The question is, which real life NASA probe did Mark Watney?
Mark Watney.
Yeah, hack in The Martian.
I mean, he was one of the rovers.
He was stranded on the planet. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of an orbital vehicle. It's not Opportunity. Crud.
I remember that.
Come on now.
Yeah.
It's a car. It's a game system. It's a Mars rover.
Brain is not working.
You got this.
I do, just not right now.
Talk it out. Talk through it.
Yeah, I'm. Let's see.
Roll some dice if that helps. Roll 3.75 dice.
We've got Opportunity. What else is there? Crud, my brain's just not working. Opportunity.
Okay. So it would be.
You were so close. So close, yet so far away. And I believe, let me scroll up here, make sure nobody got it further up. But it appears that the first person with the correct answer was Jason Edmonds.
Okay.
Oh, now I get the dice rolling.
It's a game. It's a car.
Opportunity.
It's Nissan.
Attack of Opportunity. But Opportunity didn't feel right. So.
Speaking of games and such, I don't know if you saw this, but it came out this past week, or we got it through a Kickstarter that we backed. I'm going to embiggen myself real quick. My dogs are going to bark for some reason. But Pathfinder Torchbearer 2nd edition comes in this handy set, and you got 2 books in the set. The other way. So you got the Dungeoneer's Handbook and the Scholar's Guide. So the Player's Handbook and the DM's Guide, essentially. Both in one handy-dandy little slipcase. This is the Burning Wheel system by Luke Crane, and if you have not tried it, you should give this a whirl. This is awesome. I'm just now getting to dig into it a little bit and see what I want to cherry pick out of it for my own future games, because I'm sure I will absolutely just straight up steal something from here. Hey, that's what RPGs are all about. You're like, that's a good idea. I think I'll borrow that. Ooh, that's a good idea too. I think I'll borrow that. So yeah, if we have those up, for sale up at the store, you should swing by and pick one up.
I'm just now getting into the RPG games, and I love it. So
both books, in case you can't tell, $50.
$50
for both books.
For the whole series, for the set.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like that they make that plenty big, too. You're not like, how much is that? I can't find the price. It's $50.
There we go.
So what have you started playing?
I've played a couple matches or storylines with D&D, and it's been pretty cool. Of course, I haven't known a whole lot, but it's really, really fun because like one game, Jeremy was the dungeon master. The other, which was really, really great, because there was like 3 people who didn't know what we were doing. So, and Jeremy did. Let me make that clear. He knew what he was doing. So, we were doing just outlandish things. Like one person, we'd kill like these small little animals, and then after that, he would put them on his armor. So then one time we killed a bat, and then I put the bat on my chest, so then I was Batman for the rest of the night. So we had fun times as far as that's concerned. So yeah, I'm getting used to it. I like playing. You know what I mean? It's fun, and hopefully we'll get into a long campaign one of these times so that we can be able to have a great drawn out story.
I strongly recommend it. RPGs are a lot of fun.
Yes.
Especially if you have a chaos agent like Doug at the table. Doug is like, all right, Doug is being questioned by the Spanish Inquisition, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, look, we know you had nothing to do with this. All you have to do is tell us you're not a witch. And he's like, he wouldn't say, no, I'm not a witch. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Refused.
Just
admit, nope, not a witch. It's all good. I'm like, that was a left turn at Albuquerque. Wasn't expecting that. Now what? I guess he's going to stay in jail for a little bit.
Well,
a little chaos keeps things interesting.
I agree.
A little chaos does. Yeah, that one was like, oh. And that was the very beginning of the game too. That was like, oh, this is not an auspicious start. I don't know what to do with this. This is crazy. You threw me for a loop. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That was rough. All right, so it
played out cool though.
It did. It turned out well, and that's always fun. But we are nearing the end, which means we have arrived at
super cool
after
video.
the Blurred Syndicate video. That's my second favorite one. I just like the 80s goodness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So what is our prize for question 10?
This.
Oh.
A Ravenclaw bag made by our homegirl Christine.
Ravenclaw, that's good. What house would you be sorted into, Doug? Are you a Ravenclaw?
I've never dove into the distinctions amongst the houses to figure out where I might sit. I'm not Slytherin. I don't. Really don't
I think you're like a Slitherclaw, maybe. I think you might have a smidge of Slytherin, but mostly Ravenclaw, or you're a Ravenpuff. I'm not sure which. Because you do have that little bit of chaos.
I don't think of Slytherin as chaotic. I think of them
they're
as
ambitious.
conniving.
They're not necessarily chaotic, but they are the ones most likely to just like stir things up to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm going to
How else do you find out how the world works without, poking and stuff?
This is why we get along, Lindsay, because I'm not going to lie. I have taken the sorting test multiple times. And, you can answer them however you want to get the results you want. But if you just answer honestly, and for a while it bothered me because I'm like, why does it keep doing this? But it kept sorting me into Slytherin. And I've just learned to accept it. I'm a Slytherin. It's all good. The one that surprised me is Kaylisa because she is a Slytherin also. She's like a Slytherin Hufflepuff. She says she is a nurturing Slytherin. Which is true. She's like the den mother for the Slytherin. She's like, okay, kids, here's how we're going to blow stuff up today. Make sure you go to potions class. Alan's a Ravenclaw. Yep. I believe that.
What would I be? Because I've never taken one of the tests. Huh?
I think you would probably be a Gryffindor. Maybe some Hufflepuff would be the backup, I think. But I think Gryffindor. I think I think that suits you.
Okay, cool.
I think you fall into Gryffindor.
I was definitely trying to take the quiz while we were talking. It's entirely too many questions to get through all that. Just
Lindsay agrees. Yeah, you're Gryffindor. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. You were too mainstream. Yep. That's what we need to do, apparently. Get a polar bear. Raven Puff. I can totally see that, too. Yeah, I can see that, Spider-Girl. Yeah. Y'all are all cool. I love all these people. All right, so question number 10. To win that awesome bag, all you got to do is answer this one correctly.
Christine
in the comics
makes awesome bags, by the way. She makes awesome everything.
She does. And she apparently constantly is making stuff because she just churns stuff out left and right. It's amazing.
That's wonderful.
All right. Now this is going to be tough. But maybe not as tough. Don't overthink this. Just cast your brain back. In the comics, not the movies, but in the comics, who was the first new member to join the Avengers after their formation? An iconic cover I have up here on this shelf right now. You can't see it because it's turned sideways to you.
Captain America is what's coming to mind.
Is that your final answer?
I'm trying to think back through.
While you're thinking back through, I totally dig Blue Hellion's house is Haven. He's like, forget Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. He's Haven House.
Nice.
I dig it.
Nice.
Points to you. So your final answer was what, Doug?
I'm gonna go with Captain America.
Yes, sir. You are correct, sir. He got thawed out. They discovered him, thawed him out, and he was introduced as a new Avenger in issue number 4, Avengers number 4. So that's awesome. Look at you. You got that answer in the bag.
Nice.
All right.
That's spectacular. So do you want to run through our list of who won what?
So the sticker pack, Tots. The Feely Balls, Tots. The poster, Doug, you got that one.
Yeah.
CBCP, Tots. The gift card, Tots. The Dragon Ball Super DVDs 1 and 2. Doug got the question right, but he's doing a trade of some sort. No one got
Christine was quick on the draw with those. She was like, I want those videos. I want those DVDs.
That's anime does that to you, man. I'm telling you, Josh, we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna literally come on a Saturday and just be like, hey, all right, we're gonna talk about what you like, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, how does this episode touch you? Not
Maybe
really
some
touch you.
My Hero Academia or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Those are
really
good.
Up his alley.
Yeah. See, I was thinking was thinking My Hero, but you know what I mean. It depends on whether or not, because Midoriya cries a lot. You know what I mean. He's really, but it is. But the action is great.
They're just a great characters, and I feel like it's an easy entry. Point.
Yeah, that's why I was like, anime touched you. Never mind. I rescind what I just said. So no one got the real estate question.
This is true. Notice nobody got banned tonight.
Lindsay got the print that we had, and then the Storm sketch went to Jason Edmonds, and then closing out with the Ravenclaw bag, Doug sealed the deal.
Yeah,
he gets the dinosaur lunchbox with the fossil fabric.
Yeah,
that sounds super.
Christine, you were doing it big over there.
That's a lunchbox that's going to get a lot of use. Doug will be toting that thing everywhere.
I'll just put my lunch in it downstairs, bring it upstairs, and eat it.
There you go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I haven't. I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna try to probably do that this weekend because I have nothing else to do, but try to convert Josh into watching some anime.
Does that mean I'm gonna get to see you on Saturday?
Yes, man. Like I'm
awesome. I've been missing you. I know you've been busy and you've had stuff going on, but I've been missing you.
Man, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there in there like swimwear. Ben's got baseball practice. Will come right after.
It's too cold for that.
Listen,
swimwear?
No, man. It was like what 60 some odd degrees. I walked out with shorts
today.
Yeah, I walked out with shorts today.
That's not too cold, man. Ultimate Jeremy goes outside in his Speedo and does that polar bear plunge.
Nope.
He's like, there's not enough ice on this water. I'm going to add some more. And then he dives in.
Nah. No, man. Not the Speedo. There's too much man meat around here for all that. There, can't do all that. No, sir. Hopefully I kept that PG. Not man meat like I'm just a big guy. I'm just a big guy.
It'll get better.
Yeah, I'm just a big guy. That's all I'm saying.
When I put it on, it wasn't a thong, but it became one really fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope. Not gonna work for me.
Oh, look at Tots deserves justice. Justice for Tots.
Exactly.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Keep that in Nebraska. Why?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, nope. Don't want. Not all of that.
Okay, this is true. That's true. We ordered something at the store for several people, and they were allocated real hard because orders across the country were way, way, way bigger than anybody ever expected. So they limited it to one per store. So we had several people, a minimum of 3 people, order this thing, but we only got one. Oh, so Tots was the first one who asked for it. So I set it aside for him. And it's now like going for $100 to $200. It's crazy. Well, he felt bad. So he donated it back and said, give it away on the show as a prize. And if I win it back, then it was meant to be.
He is a gentleman and a scholar.
Isn't that cool?
Gentlemen. Hey, did you get my cake?
Did I get your cake? Buddy. Oh, man. Yeah, it was Wyatt's birthday last week. And like the next day, he very wisely got that cake out of his house and he brought it up to Haven.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Tom warned me Saturday because he's like, yeah, I cut myself what I thought was a pretty thin piece of this cake. Mm-hmm. But I didn't account for how tall it is and how dense it is. So I was like, oh, that was cake. So Saturday, I was like, all right. So I cut myself what I thought was a thin piece of cake. That cake was like, it was like a chia pet of cakes. It just grew. And I'm like, oh my God, I almost wasn't able to eat this piece of cake, which I thought was a small piece of cake. Oh yeah, that was delicious. So no, that cake found a good home. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was quite delightful, I gotta say. For sure. For sure. All right. Well, you guys got anything else you want to let folks know about before we say goodnight to these good folks? Doug, any last messages you want to relay?
Be excellent to each other.
There you go. Well done. Well done. Yeah. What about you? What you got on the horizon for the Blurred Syndicate? Other than your live show, which sounds awesome.
Yeah, live show. Probably this weekend, probably Sunday. That's it. We may do a giveaway because we're right at. Thank you, Tots. We may do a giveaway because we're right at like 780 people. I want to try to get to 1,000. So we may try to bribe people to get their follows. So we're gonna probably do.
I'd like to get that too. We're stuck at like 160.
Man, listen, we're trying to get over here. So so I want to try to do that. But no, I just had a really good time coming in, hanging out with you guys, telling bad jokes and everything like that. So it is on YouTube. Stuff. It is just look up the Blurred Syndicate and you'll find it because it's got the whole same symbol and everything like that. So it is there. And so then we're going to start doing live streams so that we can get more interaction because we want to talk with you guys because I think it makes it more fun. Because
it is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys inspired me to kind of do more than what I was doing beforehand. Because before it was just going to be like, hey, well, I was thinking about doing something. So yeah,
from Jeremy Bernard himself. Look at that,
man. He's probably wore out from all the moving he's done. We miss you.
His jaws are stuck together from all the cheese on the pizza.
I mean, it is like, a lot of work. So, we miss you guys, you and Prize Cam. So glad to have you guys back. We'll have you back next week. So
yes.
So yeah, but that's it, man. I just want to say thank you for having me. It was a really fun time.
We always love having you on, Wyatt. We appreciate you filling in. For everybody, put March 5th on your calendars. March 5th.
Has it been removed from calendars?
It may have been. And if it has, put it back on. But note on that calendar that you need to come by Haven between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock on March 5th because Joe Pruitt, the publisher at Aftershock Comics, is going to be there.
That's next Saturday.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Joe Pruitt from Aftershock Comics is going to be there. Now, he wrote X-Men back in the late 90s. He wrote stories for Negative Burn, which was an awesome anthology book that came out from Caliber back in the day. And he's publishing some really good books at Aftershock. God, what's the name of that one that it's driving me nuts? There's one that just came out that I've really enjoyed. The Lion and Eagle #1 just came out, and that's Garth Ennis writing World War II comic. That Garth Ennis writing anything else is mostly like cringeworthy, but his war comics are invariably excellent. But he's got a comic that follows like the premise of the book is that Jack the Ripper left London and went to the American West. And that's a really interesting book. That's why they never caught him, right? Because he wasn't there.
He said, hey.
He hopped a boat, went across the ocean, and he terrorized people in the West. But there's a lot of comics from Aftershock, which we have pulled from the bins, and we've pulled out so that we have a huge selection of Aftershock books that will be easy to find and readily available when he comes out. But that is absolutely coming up fast, and that's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to talking to him. Also, for anybody who does not remember, the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo is April 22nd through the 24th, and that show is going to be the bomb. Guys, in addition to all the voice actors and folks like that are going to be there, and there's some cool ones. The dude who did the voice, who kind of was the stand-in as the Red Skull in the last few movies for the MCU. He's there, the guy who does voice work, because he does a good Josh Brolin impression. He does a great Thanos. He did a Hugo Weaving. He's got the voices down. He does a lot of awesome voices. He's going to be there. One of the voice actors from Encanto is going to be there. Mm-hmm. But in addition to those guys, Jim Starlin, creator of Thanos, is going to be there. Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is going to be there. Rick Leonardi is going to be there. Spider-Man 2099, Cloak and Dagger, X-Men. The guy has done Nightwing. He did a massive run of Nightwing. The guy's awesome. This is going to be a fantastic expo. You don't want to miss it. Also, if you're not paying attention to our buddies over at Two Brothers Comics, you absolutely need to follow those guys. Get in on the videos that they make, some of which are hysterical. Hang out on Saturday nights in the chat. That's always a good time. Really encourage you guys to do that. And also swing by Haven and buy your stuff. Yeah. And if you don't have stuff to buy, we'll point out some stuff that you might like, and you can buy that. So either way, we really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. So thanks for jumping on with us. Thanks for hanging out.
It's been a blast, y'all. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Appreciate it. And we will catch you guys all next time.
All right.